that the Canadian system is broken. People are literally going to die because of the Canadian bureaucracy.
Although the Canadian government vowed to evacuate those who worked with its mission in Afghanistan and to resettle 20,000 vulnerable Afghans in the aftermath of the worsening situation there, an open letter initiated on behalf of Afghan refugee claimants living in Canada says their family members whose applications have already been approved are at risk in Afghanistan and yet were not considered under the government's new resettlement program.
These people are people who have been vetted, their families are back there, they themselves are here. And they fled Afghanistan because their lives was in direct threat.
The open letter is calling on Minister of Immigration Marco Mendicino to issue emergency temporary residency visas to allow these family members to survive the wait for their paperwork to be processed. In a press conference held on Wednesday, Mendicino announced that the government is expediting Afghan refugee applications.
My department is working tirelessly to support Afghan refugees. We are processing applications quickly. We've removed all of the red tape without jeopardizing security, and we are staying in contact with those who have applied.
Advocates initiating the letter, however, say the government is not being clear enough.
I feel like the Canadian government's not really being very clear about its communication, and it seems somewhat deliberate. It's trying to give the impression that it's doing a lot. That program is only for Afghans who are already outside of Afghanistan. It is not about evacuating them. So the only people that the Canadian government has committed to evacuating are those that work directly with the Canadian military and at the Canadian embassy, which is a very, very small number of people.
Preferring to be anonymous for the safety of his family in Afghanistan, one of the refugee claimants we spoke to said he fled Afghanistan after being targeted by Taliban due to his involvement with international missions.
I'm an active member of Canadian Council for Public-Private Partnership. On February, I was targeted and treated by Taliban. And they were reaching me in 1 week. They gave me 3 threats. I came to Canada to save my life, and I was looking for a bright future. Still, my family, my 3 kids, my wife, and my brothers, my mother are here, still in Kabul now. So.
Advocates called for this to become a campaign issue, but also stressed its urgency.
The time to act is now.
We just need to do everything we possibly can in our power right now, and the thing is, we're not. We are not.
From Toronto, this is Mona Awad for City News.